All right, yeah, let's go.
All right, story number one here. Chicago Blackhawks have traded longtime star and kind of face of the franchise, Patrick Kane, to the Big Apple and the New York Hockey Rangers.
Oh, man.
Does it make him contenders? Probably. I mean, he's still a top, 10 scorer in the league. They're already a pretty good hockey team. I'm not sure they're as good as like a Tampa or as good as, say, like a Washington. Like, do I trust them in a 7-game series? Have I seen the Rangers in a 7-game series? Like, I don't know. It's interesting.
I think
they are significantly better today. I'll tell you that.
I think what this does really well is it just bolsters their special teams and their power play unit.
Oh, their power play is going to be insane.
It's going to be Patrick Kane, Adam Fox. That combination together is going to be one to watch for sure.
So, and here's the thing: the reason that's a problem is now you force their team to have to. In their head, they know that they have to play perfect now.
Yeah.
If they make a mistake and they go on the PK, they're screwed, right? And the pressure of having to play a perfect game is more than just, if we make if we have a penalty, they'll be on the power play. No, it's like a mental thing. Now you have to think about that while you're playing. And it's a real factor. I mean,
you can't take the roughing calls. You can't take the tripping. You can't take that little miscellaneous stuff that seems like it doesn't matter because New York's going to light the lamp on you every single time you do now.
That's interesting, and for a team like a Boston, right? You look ahead, maybe they would meet in the semis or even the conference finals. Boston likes to muddy it up, make it a little bit more physical, right?
Boston is a very physical team. Now
the border of what's okay and what's not okay starts to get blurred because you don't want to cross that border and put Patrick Kane on the power play with that unit.
It's going to shake things up in New York.
It makes teams change the way they have to play. All right, story number 2 here. Cannot wait. Saturday, March 4th.
Oh, let's go.
John Bones Jones returns to the octagon to face Frenchman Cyril Gahn.
Can't wait.
Light heavyweight bout. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Heavyweight bout.
Heavyweight.
Or no. It's light heavyweight?
It may be.
Let's Google it. We got time.
All I can say is I am freaking pumped. I'm pumped. I can't wait. This is going to be one of the best UFC fights of the year.
John Jones, Cyril Gahn. Let's see. What are they fighting at? Okay. Great. Doesn't tell you. Love that.
Awesome.
Love that. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Super helpful.
Might as well just go weight class, huh? You guys are seeing the inside look. This is the prep that we didn't do before this one. Okay, so it is light heavyweight. That's 205.
Okay.
Which is interesting. John's never fought at 205 before. He was a 185 fighter, which he was a specimen at 185 because he was always a lot bigger, and then he had the reach at 185. Yeah. I like John. I'm going to be honest with you.
I like him too. And one of the best pieces of news about this entire UFC fight is it is in the United States. It is a North American fight, which means it will be called by none other than Joe Rogan.
John Anik, Joe Rogan, DC, Daniel Cormier.
The best crew for the best fight.
So on the money line, we got John Jones -160. This is according to DraftKings, by the way. We got John Jones at -165, Cyril Gahn at +140. So here's what I like. John Jones to win by KO, TKO, or DQ is +350. That's probably what I'm going to lay the wood on.
Yeah, I like that.
Or honestly, by submission is +750 for John Jones to win by submission. See,
dude,
I like
easy money.
I like John Jones. I don't want to say easily. He hasn't fought in 3 years. Cyril Gahn's a legit light heavyweight.
Dude, I don't care. John Bones Jones is one of the best grapplers, and he's nuts.
He's probably the most skilled fighter to ever fight.
I'd say the most balanced too.
The most he can stand and strike with the best. You could put him with Izzy tomorrow, and that'd be a 5-round fight.
Yeah,
and he might win.
Also, might I add, is there a better shirt to wear for the fight other than the Pray for the Parlay shirt?
I mean, I'll cook up my parlay right here. So I'm going to go John Jones by KO, TKO, or DQ. I'm going to go under 4.5 rounds, which is +110.
Oh, yeah.
And let's give me Jones in the 3rd round, which is +1900. There you go, people.
We're going to be praying for the parlay there, yeah?
Praying for the parlay. That's going to be a tough one. I don't know. I like John Jones. I'll tell you that right now. So John Jones versus Cyril Gahn, Saturday, March 4th. Story number 3 here. Deion Sanders getting a lot of flack for a quote regarding recruiting. So he said, I don't have the exact quote in front of me, but he basically said, I like my quarterbacks to come from 2-parent households, smart kid, 3.5 GPA and above, 2-parent households, real stable. Between the ears is better than sometimes the physical, right?
Same things with the offensive lineman, he said.
Yeah, and then he said for like an edge rusher, D lineman, though, he wants somebody from, I think it was something like a single mother home that's like trying to get his family out of poverty, like trying to like with that fight and that drive to get his family out of poverty.
Yeah.
Now I know a lot of people are like, first of all, I want to throw it out there. If Deion Sanders was, say, I don't know, white, that would be, dude, the world would be on fire.
Yeah, it would be great.
World would be on fire. But I don't have a problem with what Deion said.
No.
Just because everybody else is too much of a pussy to say it doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Like,
at least for the quarterback thing. Now, look, that doesn't mean that you can't have a good quarterback from a rough home. That doesn't mean you can't have a good D lineman from a great home. But I don't think he's inherently wrong, especially about the whole quarterback thing. Smart, good parents, good upbringing, because you need a leader.
100%. I think that's more the mold, more of the times than not. The edge rusher thing, I kind of get it. You play with a little extra chip on your shoulder. You play with a little bit of a little extra drive. And I think his direct quote was, I want them from single parent households. I want somebody that's going to go out there and do it for mama. So
I don't think it's crazy.
Look, I get it. I 100% get it. And to be honest, the situation needs shaken up in Colorado anyway, right? It's not like they were going out there winning.
1-11, 0-12. I mean, they were awful.
So I mean, hey. Try it before you knock it.
Just because Kirby Smart doesn't come out and say it doesn't mean that they're not thinking it and trying to practice it. So let's all get off of our high horse here and think and stop thinking that it's a perfect world and that everybody's recruited and based on these perfect moral grounds and it doesn't matter from where and what you're this, that, and the other thing. No. Everything matters. So everyone can get off their moral high horse, quit bitching, and just realize that that's the reality of it.
Agree.
Story number 4 here. There's no other way to say it. Basically, a dude dressed like a woman won the 1,500 meter dash at some, I don't know, stupid Canadian track game. Could not possibly care less about the track match, meet, whatever. But I do care about, can we stop the charade? When are we able to stop the charade of that's not a dude? Right? Like, it's a... we're not going to show you the picture because we'll get in trouble and all that. Go Google the picture. Go Google the picture of dude dressed like a woman wins 1,500 meter dash. And it'll pop right up. It just happened like a week ago, not even by the time you're listening to this. Go look it up for yourself. Tell me it's not a dude. It's a dude. So my point is, like, can we quit it with the whole like, oh, but he took took the hormone blockers and all that at what, 35? After they're fully developed? Okay, so it was a little...
If you look at the picture...
him lose a little bit of bone density for the last 5 years. Doesn't matter. Like, that's... It fires me up. It fires me up.
You can't look at that picture and think it's right.
No, you can't. And it's a disservice to women. Where are all the women that have been trying to stand up for women? Where do they all go? Like, stand up for women. You want to stand up for women? Here's your time to do it.
Yeah, how about you make things fair?
I'm standing up for women. All right? It's not right that... Look, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm good enough at baseball where I could probably play like D3, right? But if I went and played like softball or like women's lacrosse, I'd be running people over. Yeah. I'd be a D1 menace.
Yeah.
Like point blank.
Yeah.
So I take a couple drugs here and there and I throw on some makeup. Like I can just be a menace. Score 15 goals a game. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
This situation, it's just a byproduct of bad things that have been happening. I saw a video the other day. It was in swimming, actually. The last story we talked about.
That Leah Thomas.
Yeah, and she was talking about like the locker room situation. You hear about that?
That's not right.
That is creepy. I'm sorry. Somebody's got to say it. That's creepy.
That's weird.
It's not great.
That's weird.
Oh my god! If this episode's still up on YouTube by next week, this is gonna.
Well, we better move on so we don't get in trouble too much.
Yeah.
Guys, coming out of the